Greetings, listener. Please enjoy the unintelligible ramblings of your favorite dynamic trio, Arva, Farah, and Westy, as they explore the realm of my cryptid kin to Electric Boogaloo. Welcome to The Unintelligibles.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Unintelligibles podcast. I am your host this week because the spookiest shit involving Lady Gaga happened to me last week. Thank you, Lady Gaga, for securing my victory.
Amen. Shout out to Lady Gaga.
Hell yeah. And I am, of course, joined by my co-hosts, Arva.
Hello.
And Farah.
Hi.
Very phonetically pleasing to just kind of go for the Arva and Farah. Westy really throws a wrench in it.
I always would say Westy and Arva at the same time. I expect you both to say hello in unison.
Right.
Yeah, but it sounds like real nice to be like Arva and Farah.
That's true. Does have a nice ring to it.
See? So, how y'all doing tonight? Like we didn't just gonna mass record these episodes in a day. Whereas these are all recorded the day before they're uploaded. We all know this.
Yeah, this is a week later, so I'm doing so good.
Expose us, Westy.
We're recording this a week later,
Yeah,
and my week has
Arva's mental health
skyrocketed.
has improved greatly. This week has been really great for him.
Hell yeah.
Really good things have happened.
Right.
I almost had to take my dog to the vet because she hasn't shit in 6 days, but then she finally took a dump, so we're good.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
good.
God.
She was just constipated.
Yeah. She's really old. So, and she
Oh.
like doesn't move a lot. She sleeps, so her probably digestion is probably pretty damn slow right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, because you gotta move to digest things. That's why if you eat a big meal, as uncomfortable as you are, go for a walk. You'll feel
it
so
helps.
much better.
That's what I do whenever I'm feeling icky and like I ate too much.
Yep. Same, actually. It's like, well, we're gonna get a chimichanga. It's like, cool. I'm gonna go for a walk after I eat this.
Right.
Gotta work that out. But, Arva, I'm glad to hear you're doing better this week.
Yeah, me too, Arva.
Glad to be doing better.
Hell yeah. And Farah, I'm glad to hear your dog is...
I'm so glad you won the lottery.
God, don't say
Right.
that.
Yeah, right? That was
I did
crazy
it.
that happened. You won $1
Yeah.
million.
Farah, I'm
I
glad
just
to hear
got
your
so
dog's
lucky.
taking a shit.
Yeah, my dog shit, so I basically also won the lottery.
That's true.
God.
I'm so proud of her. Yay, she shit. Go,
I
girl.
also got a new tattoo, so that's cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. I need to get a new one soon.
Me too.
Just scratch that itch.
I used to only get one every year, but Frisia's like a maniac. She's like, I want to get a tattoo, and then she got like, literally, I think she's gotten 5 in a year and a half.
Oh, I'm jealous.
And I'm like, you are too broke for this, bitch. Stop.
Tattoos
My mom
are
just actually
so
got
expensive.
her neck tattooed.
Ooh, that's painful.
She came home with some new neck tattoos, and I was like, fuck, stop. Now I want more, and I can't afford it. They're too expensive.
Damn. That tattoo struggle.
Yeah.
I had to go watch Asia and get her new tattoo, and I was sitting there, and the guy was like, hey, you gonna get one? I got like an open book here. And I was like, I want one, but I'm poor. I had to like shuffle away, be like, I'll come back.
Struggle.
I swear I'll come back. I want one. I just can't.
It's not
That's
DiGiorno, it's the struggle.
That's why I like tattoo conventions, because like I got this bad boy for $60, and like regular, I think the usual rate, at least in Alberta, I know it varies per province probably, but $160 an hour is like a experienced tattoo artist.
Yeah, I think that's what it is here.
Yeah, so getting a $60 tattoo is pretty sick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No matter how small it is, because that's crazy deal. A crazy deal for any ink on your body. Yeah, it's so well done too.
I'm happy for her. She's like,
Yeah.
I was like, where are you based out of? And she was like, oh, we're on Vancouver Island. And I was like, okay, well, I'll never see you again. Bye.
Oh, I can see them sometime. Hey.
Yeah, hey.
Man, there's so many good tattoo artists in Vancouver, but they're so expensive.
I
Which is
went
valid.
to a
I just can't afford it.
walk-in. I don't even remember what it's called, but probably if I looked it up, I did. When I was in oh no, I didn't. That's not in Vancouver. Never mind. That was in Ottawa. Close.
Close.
Almost like right next door, but yeah.
Right.
I almost did. There's a lot of tattoo shops in Vancouver and Victoria.
There is. It's so naughty because whenever I'm walking around, like literally not last night, the night before when I was at the club drunk, I was looking at the tattoo shops and I was like,
They won't let you if you're.
They won't, I know.
If they're shady,
well,
they might.
if they're good, they won't let you.
Yeah. If they do let you, you probably shouldn't be getting a tattoo there.
Yeah.
Lots of places do walk-ins there though, which is really nice.
Which is really nice for piercings too. A lot of piercing places do them just for walk-ins. Like, what do you want? I'm like this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Does this segue into the topic today?
No, it does not. I was just making sure I had this all prepared because I will actually be following up with a part 2.
Yes.
We are going to be going towards more cryptids.
I knew it. I knew as soon as you said part 2, I was like, it's gonna be cryptids again.
I mean, yeah, because that's the only thing I did a part 1 to.
Because you love cryptids.
I fucking love cryptids so much.
You did like the funniest things on the internet or something. I feel like you could do a part 2 to that.
I mean, I could, but that one. Look, the cryptids episode, everyone loved it. That's like one of our highest rated. People love cryptids. It's
True.
number 4.
I hope there's another
Damn.
Pete the ferret or whatever his name was.
Jeff the mongoose.
That
was close.
Oh God, poor Jeff.
I'm a Jeff stan.
Got hit with a shovel.
He got hit with a shovel.
He's dead as hell.
Yeah, he really fucking is. Yeah, everyone loved the cryptids and learning about the cryptids kind of all around the world. Because I tried to do a little bit more towards the Canadian side of things, like the Northern Americas.
Mm.
This time, I have pulled up a list of the absolute most random cryptids you could find.
Oh, shit.
So,
Probably won't know any of them.
Here's the fun thing, though, because it doesn't matter if you know them or not. What we are going to do, I had to find my document. We're going to, if you remember the game last time, I would give you the name, and you're basically going to give me your description of this cryptid.
Okay.
It's kind of a little bit of an inverse, because before I gave you the description.
Right.
Now, I want to give you just a name. And I want you to imagine what this cryptid could be. They are all very outlandish. There's not one that's like, well, it kind of looked like a person. No, these are all very outlandish.
Okay.
Because I feel like
Ooh.
whoever has the either funniest description or like the most interesting description, that's gonna be the winner for each round.
Okay. I'm excited. I want to come up with some funny, silly things.
Hell
I
yeah.
might create
I doubt I'll be able to actually get accurate.
What did you just say, Farah?
I said I gotta get my creative juices flowing.
Yes, you do. So I'm gonna do one as an example because there was a little bit of confusion on one of them. I had to like kind of clarify. So for instance, I'm gonna pick one off this list that's like not a. Let's go this one. Old Ned. So if I was gonna describe Old Ned, I'd be like, well, kind of looks like a wrinkly old ball sack crawling out of the woods at you. As detailed as you want to be, and then kind of where do you think that one would be based on just the name? And Old Ned, yeah, probably, I don't know, somewhere in Wisconsin, which I have it up right now and I didn't even get that correct. So anyway, for those of you wondering, Old Ned is a lake monster who looks a bit like a penis.
Hot.
Aw.
If you've played
Good for
the
him.
Resident Evil remake, the image for Old Ned is actually the inspiration for one of the puzzles, where the lake monster is kind of coming at the boat. I sent it in the Discord for you both to see.
Oh, hold on, let me see. What the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
Those guys are in for a bad time, bro.
Yeah, if you remember,
Yeah,
like
let's chill.
right after you do the like lake monster battle, you gotta like do the sliding puzzle. That's the inspiration for it.
Oh, I see.
So some of these might be well known. Some of these you might not have any fucking idea this was a thing. But I have the best thing for it. I have witness accounts to what they look like.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
And I think that's better than just like, the Wikipedia of the clinical term. I want people describing it in their own.
Yeah.
So I am going to flip a coin. I'm gonna flip a coin. Arva, call it an air. Flip
Heads.
tails.
Oh.
Farah gets to go first.
Yippee!
Fuck.
So Farah,
Hey.
your monster's name is Big Muddy Monster.
Okay. Big muddy monster. Okay. Well. what the hell?
Strong start.
Okay. All right. This monster is from New York City. And no. Actually, go back. Mulligan, restart. Hold on. I actually have to look something up. Get the date. To get the date. Correct.
Google
Get
Big
the
Muddy
date.
Monster.
Frantic
I'm
typing.
not.
Google.
This is so stupid. Okay. Oh, okay. I had to look up, when did the British throw shit out their windows? The 14th century. Okay, so this monster is from the 14th century Britain. And it's a mud monster, but actually it's not mud. It's actually just big old shit monster. Because back in the 14th century, there was no toilets, so they just had these like aqueducts next to all the houses, and you would just dump your shit and piss into them.
Yum.
And that's actually where the term miasma came from. If you ever heard about that, it basically means if the air stinks, it's bad air and it will make you sick. Which probably fucking reeked there because there's a lot of shit in the street, literally. I mean, there still is. I mean, it's Britain, but it's probably worse in the 14th century. So, what is it? Big mud monster?
Yep.
Yeah.
The big
Big
mud
Muddy
monster. Big muddy monster is a being seen in the streets of 14th century Britain that only at night, and it's it's coming because you can smell it. It just reeks. If you're out walking
Oh,
around, all
God.
of a sudden you just get this absolute blast of just the most putrid shit you've ever smelled in your life, and then you hear this just wet sound, like this wet, sloppy, slapping sound. And you'd be like, "Oi, it's the big muddy monster!" And this look to your side, and you'll see this big sulking, like almost gelatinous, just like pile of goop, and he like is in the, because you know how Britain is built in the 14th century, there's lots of like alleyways and shit. He's always just in the back alleyways sulking about, and he will if you get too close to him, he'll just like Squonk, how if you get too close to him he'll just like disintegrate. He'll just fall and he'll just disperse, and all the shit will just and go off to the nearest aqueduct, only to be recollected the next night.
It
Yeah.
just
Mm-mm.
melts.
Yes. He's like he doesn't like the light, so he hides in the aqueducts until it's time to come out again at night.
Beautiful.
Doesn't speak or anything. Doesn't have a mouth. He's just a big pile of shit.
So you just created the turd monster. He's the turd burglar is what I'm getting here.
He basically, yeah, and he
Nice.
smells really bad. That's how you know when he's coming.
Oh.
He's
So-
stinky.
So Arva, how would you describe the big muddy monster and where do you think he would be?
Oh fuck! I don't know. That's such a strong start to come back against.
Did you like
I'll let you know that my scoring system is based on how funny it is,
Mm.
how accurate it is.
Too terrible. I
I'm gonna try to
don't
go
think
for
mine was
accuracy, maybe.
accurate at all.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go for a lighter way. I'm gonna say this mud monster is like an imaginary friend for kids that like to play in the mud because kids like to get dirty and nasty. So it happens whenever there's a really heavy rainy day and the grass fields and the dirty the dirt areas, not dirty areas, the dirt areas start muddying up and the kids are dancing around in it and playing with the mud because they'd like to get dirty. And once enough mud gets squished up, mixed around, a little friend starts popping out of the mud.
Like
In the
Frosty
shape
the
of-
Mud Friend? What?
Yeah, but he looks like a Grimer from Pokemon, kind of like a
Okay.
melting goop pile. And depending on how much rain and how many kids are playing in the mud, varies the size of the monster. So if there's only a few kids dancing around in the mud, there's a little pile of mud. There's gonna be a tiny little mud monster. But if there's a lot of kids and they're like all playing on the grass field, there's just muddy mess. Then there's gonna be a bigger mud monster. And the mud monster is friendly until provoked. So kids can play with it, have a good time. It loves to play with kids. But the second a kid either turns down playing with the mud monster or hurts it or is mean to it in any way, shape, or form, it will just swallow the kid whole. And the kid will be never seen again. And the mud monster disappears. Until the next time.
Well, damn. So, let me read to you a first-hand account here. In Murfreesboro, Illinois, there have been sightings and smellings of the big muddy monster.
Oh, he's stinky!
No fucking
He's
way.
stinky!
He describes this as an animal that looked like Sasquatch in size and appearance, but with a distinct skunky smell. And
He's stinky.
they have him up on a billboard. Look at this thing. That's a long link, but look at this thing.
Billboard.
You don't want to
Or it's
see
a
it.
wall of a building.
Oh.
Sorry, wall of a building.
Oh, it's like a Sasquatch.
Literally a Sasquatch. For those of you listening, he's like a Sasquatch in the middle of the night. He like is about to go steal somebody's basket of apples because they smelled him coming and took off. I'm gonna give Farrah the
Damn,
point
I
for
was
this
not
because man,
expecting
she
that.
got it like so accurately.
He's stinky, bro. He's stinky.
It's the big muddy monster.
That's not a muddy monster though. That's just a Sasquatch. I wanted him to be goopy.
I know. I was expecting, like I said, like a Grimer or something, or a Muck from Pokemon. Goopy pile of like liquid.
Sadly,
Or
not.
goop.
I wanted
Sadly
a
not.
goop monster.
Boring. Mud Monster, you're so lame. If you're listening to this right now, Mud Monster, you better step your pussy up.
Man, poor mud monster's gonna start fucking crying.
I'm disappointed.
I'm
For the name like
disappointed in
that,
Mud
you should have a better
Monster.
look.
I agree. He needs to glow up.
Right.
So, Farrah gets the point for that one. Poor mud monster's getting fucking roasted. This one, I'm gonna hope I say this name correctly. The
Mhm.
Tokoloshi. Arva, you get to go first for Tokoloshi.
Tokoloshi.
Oh Jesus. Ooh.
It's a
I
pretty
don't like
blank slate here.
literally like yeah. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
speak whatever language this is, so I don't know what the semantics behind any of what you have said.
Trust me, there is no semantics behind it, like
Okay.
word wise. It's literally just the name.
Okay.
I don't know what to like. I don't know what to go off of. Tokomashi, right?
Tokoloshi.
Toko Loshi.
Tokoloshi. Tokoloshi.
It's I have a picture of it too, which is great because oh man.
I shit. This was a lot harder than the Big Mighty Monster.
The Big Mighty Monster like really laid itself out for you.
Oh
though.
yeah. That's
Right.
why I said there's gonna be a mix of like some super obvious, some more obscure. But I think the more obscure ones
right.
really let you crank out your creative juices here.
That's true.
I'm not
Okay, I'm
gonna
gonna
lie to you.
say
I peaked that shit, Monster. I'm it's all downhill from here.
Fair. God, I'm gonna need to go back and give
I'm
Arva that point, you fucking cheater.
Tokoloshi. I for some reason I'm trying to like come up with something that like matches the name, which I know is not the best way to do it, but it sounds like token. So I'm thinking this might be a monster that deals with I don't know where it is. I'm gonna think of a location where it might be, but it's a monster that or not monster, but you know, a cryptid that likes to hang around like subway, train, monorail, any of that. Like those kind of like you have to pay to get on the train services where you get a ticket. But it waits at the turnstiles and counts down the amount of people that go through the turnstiles. And every 100 people, it will either bless with good luck or bad luck, depending on whether or not they went through it legitimately or if they skipped the queue. Because some people like to skip the queue. And if the people skip the queue, then they get cursed with bad luck. I don't know what kind of bad luck. I don't want it to be too gruesome, but like, wouldn't it be ironic if they got hit by a train? And I think I don't know where this one would be located. I'm gonna say, do you know what? This is probably completely wrong. Oh, you said that this wouldn't be as North American based. Fuck.
It's gonna be totally random.
I was gonna say Florida because it sounds like a Florida thing, but at the same time, I'm I don't know.
Pick a random country.
Yeah.
Greece.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you can say North America, Europe, Asia.
Oh, just like a general
Like a
location. Okay.
continent?
Yeah, we'll make it nice and easy on that.
Okay. I'm gonna say this one's more of a Eurocentric one then.
Okay. Eurocentric.
There we go.
So you got like a tiny little cryptid who every, like few people goes by, just like train hit.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be a train hit, but it most likely will be because it's
think it's
usually a curse that's pertaining to the action that's happening, which is going to the train. But if you're good and you pay your fares, then you won't have to worry about bad luck.
Fair enough. Farah, what is your
I like that
description
one.
of the monster Tokoloshi?
Tokoloshi definitely sounds Asian to me. So I'm definitely think this is an Asian cryptid. I like the token idea, and for some reason when you said token, even though it has probably no relation to the name whatsoever, this cryptid is, I'm gonna say, Japanese. It is it's a possessed pachinko machine. And
Dear God, that's
Oh.
beautiful.
basically, it's like randomly appearing, like it sneaks into pachinko parlors at night. It's like a shapeshifter, maybe like a mimic, but it just like loves being a pachinko machine, and it randomly goes around to pachinko parlors, and it puts itself there, and once you sit down at it, you can't stop playing pachinko. You can't stop, and if you it's like it's like drawing you towards it, and it just wants you to keep playing more and more, and it's one of those like money-hungry cryptids that just want to suck you dry of all of your earnings. And you'll just keep playing and playing, and it's rigged. You'll never win. And once you have no money left, then I'm trying to think of like what happens. Because it gets upset when you don't give it money. It's like angry because it wants more money. It's like what's the guy from Spirited Away that just wants to eat? He wants to eat food a lot.
Wants to eat food, no face?
Yeah, no face. He just wants to get full of money, and if you stop feeding him money, he will shoot pachinko balls at you.
I think it's just a broken machine, but okay.
Anything but that.
Yes, and then he will stalk you at night.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Hold the fuck up.
And you'll hear this. You'll hear the sound of pachinko machine, whatever they sound like, probably like a slot
Insanity.
machine
That's what they sound
at
like.
night. And he just there to spook you. You'll find pachinko balls in your bed sheets.
God. I'm giving that one to Arva because I really like the idea of a little gremlin waiting like behind a turnstile, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, curse. It's really fucking funny to me.
Just waiting is like, you get by train. Oh, you were good. Okay, you get good luck. I don't know, something. You're getting an umbrella or something. You'll find it on the train.
The pachinko machine.
I like that. I like the finding random.
I like the mimic.
Balls.
Like the mimic idea was funny. So the Tokoloshi is from South Africa. In South Africa, we have an evil creature about a foot high, resembling an evil monkey. We believe that raising the bed above the ground will keep you safe. As a kid, I loved climbing onto beds raised up on bricks and empty paint tins, says this first-hand account. And they included a picture of what the Tokoloshi looks like. Watch this. Here's a Tokoloshi under the bed.
Oh, so they are a little like gremlin.
He's gonna bite your toes.
Yeah, that they have to raise it up so he can't reach you. Apparently, this was how they would like so and so died in their sleep. Tokoloshi got him.
Right.
Because the bed wasn't raised up high enough.
I was not expecting that. I like it. I like the design. They're just a little guy.
It's just a little gremlin. He's got like little elbow spikes.
Yeah, he's like a monkey, but he's got like a beak and it's spiky.
Yeah. I like that little guy.
I like him. I like the tail.
Oh.
Like a long cat tail.
Oh, here we go. Farah, are you ready?
No.
The next one on the list is the Snallygaster.
The Snallygaster. Okay, well this one is like definitely like Scotland or something like that. There's no fucking way any other country would call it something like Snallygaster.
It's spelled exactly how you'd expect it too. Don't look it up until you give him the description.
The Snallygaster's probably got like a massive schnoz. Like I'm imagining like a huge nose. And I think he stalks you, or he stalks around and he's just sniffing. It's like I picture think about like a small old man that's like hunched over, but maybe like he's got really long hair. And he's just got this gigantic nose, and he's got his little claws, and he's just walking around with his arms sticking out like a velociraptor kind of sticks their arms out.
Uncle Larry? What?
And he just wants to sniff ya. He comes in. I think he's breaking into people's homes and raiding their sock drawers.
Is he a Yule lad? Okay.
And you're trying to sleep peacefully, and you'll wake up suddenly to like the sound of, and you're like, Jesus, what the fuck? And you look, and there's just this creature with his big nose, and once you see him, he just like runs, he jumps out the window, and He's taking your dirty
I like the little
socks.
pitter patter he had there. Pitter patter. Oh
He's
god.
got your socks. He's taken, and maybe actually, you know, when you lose a sock in the washing machine. Oh,
Oh,
he's been
that's
here.
who does it.
He's been here.
Little fucker.
Damn. That's how you know he's been there. That's your Snallygaster.
That's my Snallygaster. Yeah.
I love the little pitter patter.
The pitter patter's so funny.
I just imagine he has like no shins, his feet just connect to his torso, he has to like wobble really rugged. Like a weevil.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Arva, what is a Snallygaster cryptid?
I'm feeling also another small little cryptid for Snallygaster. Actually, no, I'm gonna go with little guy. Eurocentric again, yeah. I think like Scottish, Irish, English, somewhere around there. Like one of those places could definitely have.
So
that
UK.
name. Yeah. Now for what it does, that's a good question. Do you know what? I'm gonna say this one is similar to a snail. Because Snallygaster. Snail, kind of close. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws. This is a snail cryptid who wishes you good luck and karma in your gardening. And will help you take care of plants by helping take care of pests, helping keep it fertilized, blah, blah, blah. Basically helps grow a good garden. But it does not like it when you neglect the garden. It doesn't care about itself. You can leave it alone and not do anything with it. But as soon as you forget about your garden or let a plant die, it does not like that. And will find a way to punish you for that, whether it being physical harm, mental harm, or just like a general, like, fucks with you. So one thing is it never leaves the house until the person either passes away or moves out, because it doesn't like leaving where it's like based in its little flower bed. But it can be moved if you want to keep the snail for any reasons, because it helps you grow wonderful crops. You can move it with your crops to the new place that you're moving to, and it will follow you. But you will have to take care of your garden for the rest of your life. Otherwise, bad things will happen. And if you fail to keep the whole garden alive, then you will just die.
Jesus
The
Christ.
consequences
Kill
get
you.
Oh my
worse and
God.
worse.
Cause
The
of death,
more you
garden
neglect your
snail.
garden. The more and more you neglect your garden and the more plants you die or you kill, the worse the punishment becomes, because the snail does not like seeing that. Also, it's got a weird nose because it's got I don't know, I feel like it's got a nose.
I fucking love the idea, because he's like, mentally, you go to a therapist, so let me tell you about my garden snail, what this little fucker said to me the other day.
As soon as you said snail, I thought about the
snail that never stops chasing you.
Yeah,
Yep.
you
Yeah.
have to take $1 million, but there's a snail that's always chasing you, and if it touches you, you die.
Yeah, that's where I kind of got it from. I thought it'd be a good little silly thing.
My absolute favorite to that is like, you get $100 million, but it's the snail that never stops following you, is gonna kill you if it touches you. And it just cuts to the dude like eating a sandwich, like that. Cut to the guy watching this millionaire's pet snail he paid you $2 million to watch every day. He's just sitting there, just eating a sandwich, staring at a snail.
I love that. Yeah, I would do that, because all you'd have to do is just move every once in a while.
Well, or
Once it
just
gets close to you, just
Yeah,
move.
and you can move the snail too.
Or you can just move the snail. Literally, like
like
it's
you
so easy.
one, but you just pay somebody else to do it.
yeah, I was gonna
Just don't be
say,
caught lacking.
just have them fly that snail out to SpaceX and put him on a rocket.
Oh yeah, good luck getting back from that bitch.
He'll get back eventually, but you'll be dead by then.
Right.
So, Snallygaster. This is actually from Maryland.
Oh,
Fucking
Snallygaster
way.
is such a fucking like British or like Scottish name. It's
It
so
does
silly.
have origins from Germany,
Okay.
Oh,
But
I see.
primarily in Maryland. It is a Snallygaster is a dragon-like beast that is known to inhabit central Maryland. This is actually a fucking quote from somebody. I don't know why they said it like this. It flies around, quietly snatching people, and uses its sharp teeth to suck the blood out of its victims. That's why the 7-pointed stars, still seen on barns this day, were thought to keep the beast at bay. This thing looks like so sad about what it is. And
No.
I'm gonna send you a picture here. This looks like, well, I guess I'll eat this guy.
Hold on.
Oh,
It's like,
Oh, why is he so sad?
that's so
he's
sad.
like, I don't know what's going on with his mouth either. Are those like tongues or what? But like,
I think so.
he's like so upset about it. Like he doesn't actually want to eat. He's just bored.
It's like, oh, I gotta do this, I guess.
Nothing better to do.
Yeah, right.
I like the singular eye. That's a nice design.
Yeah, it's like right in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
What a funky little guy.
It's not even that he has an eyelid. It's that the pupil itself is
And
frowning.
the pupil is his eyelid. Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't know how his eyes work, but he's a cryptid, so I'm sure he's good.
So that is the Snallygaster.
Oh, he doesn't have a big nose. I was just thinking something with a big nose.
I was
but-
thinking nose too. I listen. That
has a
name
big
sounds
beak.
nosy. Yeah, that's true. We could just pretend the beak. Well, the beak could be a nose, quote unquote. I don't see any nostrils on it, but in my head canon, it's a nose.
But I mean, overall, I really this is hard because I love the idea of the snail in the garden. But like the little pitter patter of the sock stealing.
The
note.
pitter patter literally was so unexpected. I was so accurate too of like how I would listen to this thing running away.
I'm gonna give that
He
to
doesn't,
Farah.
he doesn't want you to look at him. He just wants your socks.
Yeah, like that's really fucking funny.
It was good.
It was actually ugly son of a bum.
Oh God, no. Well, I have. How many more of these do I have? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got a few of these. I really want to say one of these, but like, I'm gonna go with this one. All right, Arva, you ready?
Yes.
Describe to me the melon heads cryptid.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I have some ideas. Which one do I want to go with? This one's a lot easier to base off of. Oh my God. Oh shit. How do I start this? Okay, this is for people who put salt on their watermelons. I'm one of these people, so I'm calling myself out with this.
What?
You've never done that?
I've never heard of that.
Oh, it's so good.
I have,
like,
actually.
The salt makes it a lot more sweet because the salt like gets a lot of the juice in it. So when you eat it, it tastes sweeter.
Yeah, because what salt actually does is basically it opens up taste receptors in your tongue because it's like sharp. So you just end up tasting more. It's a flavor enhancer.
Yeah. It's really good on watermelon. I know that sounds like crazy, but it's so good. But this monster, or this cryptid comes from when you put salt on a watermelon, but you do not finish the watermelon instantly. So the salt gets a little bit of like marinating time. And because it's salty and salty is affiliated with wicked and evil and mad, you know, when you're salty, you're mad. It becomes an embodiment of a creature. And it actually grows out like a full body made of roots. And becomes like a full, depending on the size of your watermelon, big or small cryptid. If you have a tiny little, like those little tiny ball watermelons, it's going to be smaller, like a kid size. But if it's a full size watermelon, it's going to be like a 6-foot monster. And it doesn't do much per se. It's a very passive cryptid. But the only way that it will actually do any sort of reaction, positive or negative, is if you show interest in eating it again. The rule is if you were the person that salted the watermelon and did not eat it, you will get an opportunity to eat it again. Only problem is it looks like a living being now. So you have to eat a watermelon that looks like it's alive. If you are someone else who did not salt the watermelon and are trying to eat the watermelon, then you will have an unpleasant time and it will either absorb you into its being and it will grow bigger, or it will infect you with watermelon seeds and you will become a watermelon. As for where it's located, oh shit. I'm gonna say this one's a North American one because of watermelon. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say North American again. It probably isn't, but it's North American, and for looks, it's like half. Depending on it depends on once again how much you ate of the watermelon. If it's half a watermelon, its head will be half a watermelon. If it's like a few bites or a few slices, it's gonna have a few slices out of its head. Blah 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 blah. So the visuals vary on your watermelon. I think that's it. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. Nice.
There's been a lot of death in mine, so I want to make sure there wasn't as much death in this one.
Fair enough. So, Sarah, tell me about the melon head.
Well, I don't want to like. I hate to be like, oh, mine also has a melon for a head because I like. Oh, I would copy Arva, but it's literally
No,
called
go
the
for it.
melon head.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I don't know what else. I'm thinking this one is. I'm gonna say Asian because I know, especially in Japan, like they fucking love their melons, dude. They love melons. They're super
It's
expensive
true.
there.
Yeah,
But
they're not native
I don't
there.
know. Yes, I don't know why, but when I heard melon head, I thought of pumpkin, and then I immediately thought of the headless horseman.
All right.
I'm gonna say that this is kind of like a mimic sort of type cryptid that it looks like a melon, and you'll find it in like the forests of like Japan, for example. And if you ever see a melon of any kind, like a watermelon or cantaloupe, anything like that, growing in a forest in Japan where they're not native, you should run because you know that they're not native. Don't approach it. Don't try to grab it because it is very hostile. And the reason why it's a melon is because it knows that people like melons. So it looks very juicy and delectable and it wants you to come and pick it. But the moment you get close to it, it has these viney tendrils and they will shoot up from the ground and they will grab you and they will pull you into the ground and it will consume you. And your body will never be found because it pulls you deep into the ground with its tendrils. And it can move freely. So if you try to run, if you get too close to it and you try to run away, it will chase you. It's got like a little viney,
Got little vine
sort of
legs.
rooty body that it will like chase after you with and try to grab your legs.
What in
pull
the
you
bell
back.
sprout?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Video.
At the start, you were really starting to sound like Vita Carnis.
What is that?
You haven't heard of Vita Carnis?
No.
Oh my fucking god! So I'm not gonna spoil it because it's a YouTube series, basically, like almost like a Mandela effect, and it kind of goes over. It basically says living flesh. That's what Vita Carnis means. And they're like these little creatures that grow out of fleshy things. Like vines grow up that are flesh colored, and then these like little tiny creatures will roll off them, and they're small like armadillos, and they scream and cry when you try to hurt them. But they make great pets because they just love being around people. And it gets weirder from there. It's almost like an SCP. If you have some time, go watch Vita Carnis because it is so fucking unsettling. There's
Is
one.
it this one that's half an hour?
Hang on.
Vita Carnis Living Meat Research Documentary, full footage.
Oh,
It might be the full. That might be all of them together.
I
'Cause
think
I
I know what you're talking about.
Absolutely am
Yeah.
going to watch this.
This is. It is like one of the uploader's name should be Darian Quilloy.
Yes, that's yes.
Yeah, he's the original one, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've never heard of this. I'm putting this
8.
in the Discord chat so I can watch this because this looks so cool.
It is one of the coolest things I sat and watched. It has like 9 parts to it. I think the whole thing is maybe like an hour for every part because he also includes like a section about cooking the meat. And it's really fucking cool. Anyway, I got distracted. Yeah, you kind of went the Vita Carnis route at the start, which I greatly appreciate. I do like the idea of the watermelon getting up and sprinting after somebody. This is fucking.
Yeah. I don't think it's humanoid shape. It just like uses its vine slash roots to grab into the ground and propel
Right.
itself so that it chase after you. And it like a mimic, it like the melon part opens
Right.
and it's like a mouth and then it pulls you into it and it like just sinks into the ground.
That's a mimic.
Basically, but it's only ever a melon.
And you said this was Japan. So, melon heads originating from Ohio.
Aw, man.
It says, this is a direct quote from somebody who's, I guess, seen one. Growing up, we always heard stories about the melon heads that lived in the woods between Kirtland and Chardon, Ohio. The story was that there was a doctor who lived in the woods who acquired a bunch of children from a mental hospital and performed experiments that caused their heads to become bulbous and misshapen. One night, the children revolted, burned down the doctor's house, and roamed the woods looking for humans.
Oh.
What the fuck?
It's a lot different than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, I read that name. I was like, all right, let's do melon heads. So.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that one is really fucked up. I'm so curious on how that story starts. There's a picture of a melon head, a drawing of what they saw, and it's kind of what that description would be, actually.
Oh.
Oh. Ugh.
If you're on YouTube, you can see this on the screen above us.
It's just like a child with a very bulbous round head.
It's kind of like if a gray alien had a child with a human.
Yeah, if like one of those gray aliens was really hyper realistically drawn with a human face.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. I think we have time for 2 more. Let's pick out the fun ones here. So.
Well, you never declared a winner.
I said Farah because I like yours with the running.
Oh. Never mind.
It was a fun. That's what I was like. I think Farah because I really like the image of it getting up and running.
God, I just gotta make something run. That's how I win this.
Yeah.
Look, the pitter patter was its own league.
Monster.
Pitter patter was so good. It sounded so fucking real.
It did. Like that's the sound you hear when a sock goes missing. Like fuck. I would believe it.
There it goes.
So, Farah, I'm gonna start this one off.
Okay.
This one is simply Bunny Man.
Bunny Man. Huh. Okay, well, I definitely think this one sounds like North American. Because Easter is a big thing here. So, but I don't necessarily think it's Easter related. I feel like this is like a type of Sasquatch sort of guy, but almost like a were-rabbit that he'll like like at night, especially when the moon is full, he comes out of his natural environment, which is forest, because that's where rabbits live. And he's very beefy and big, and he will eat your garden vegetables because he's a rabbit. I mean, what else is he gonna eat, right? Unless you interrupt him while he's eating. If you interrupt him while he's eating, he will eat you. He doesn't like to be interrupted when he's eating. So if you ever see the were-rabbit or the rabbit man, whatever his name was.
Bunny Man.
Bunny Man. If you ever see the Bunny Man eating your cabbages, just let him have the cabbages.
Right. Don't grow back.
You can try to fight him. People have tried to kill the Bunny Man. They've gone on hunts and tried to kill him, but he is very evasive. He's very fast, as rabbits are. And he's got very sharp claws that he will use if necessary. He generally tries to keep to himself, but he will fight back if provoked, and he will not take his meals being interrupted.
He's just like me.
Lock up your carrots, lock up your celery. He's there to eat all your vegetables.
All right. Where did you
Not
say
too
he's
bad.
from?
Just like North America in general.
Okay. Arva. What is the bunny man?
I'm gonna say he's Eurocentric again. And this one's not gonna be accurate at all, but I popped into my head as soon as I heard the word bunny man. But we're all familiar with him. He's the Energizer Bunny. Surprise!
God.
He's right in front of us this whole time. That big drum he has is actually a murder weapon and storage where he hides the bodies of his hostages and bangs on the drum until they are dead. He looks innocent and sweet and lures people in with the free batteries when they need it most. Whenever you need a battery, he'll be there to offer it to you. But be warned, if you do take those batteries, you have now unconsciously signed a deal with the bunny. And those batteries, when they die, you also die. That's when he comes to collect you with his drum, puts you inside the drum, and then keeps banging on it until you are dead.
That sounds like a Meat Canyon video. Like that sounds like a video that Meat Canyon would make.
Hey, Meat Canyon, hit me up. You want to do a collab?
Dude,
Hey.
yeah.
Oh, hey.
Like he made the Chester Cheeto whatever video, and that's just like what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. That seems like a Meat Canyon thing to do. I don't know. I just thought of it. As soon as I heard Bunny Man, I was like, Energizer Bunny. It's you.
So
You're too much.
Bunny Man. This is the one that I was like, what the fuck? Bunny Man, originates from Virginia.
Ah, shit.
Virginia, it's the Bunny Man. I don't know if we can consider it a cryptid or a ghost story. Basically, it is a human-sized, human-shaped rabbit. Now, he actually has... There's not, like, any pictures or anything. He's been kind of nicknamed Slank based on his appearance, and there is a drawing of it. Looks like that.
Oh.
So, the Bunny Man, most stories actually happen near an overpass in a little tunnel. And basically what happens, he actually has victims. He would sprint through this tunnel at victims with a fucking hatchet. And I guess he got some of them.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure that's just a murderer.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody's just killing somebody.
Like, there's a picture of actual hatchet used by the Bunny Man and the bridge. Yeah, I'll send those really quick. But, like, this is a thing. I'm pretty sure it's just a dude in a rabbit suit murdering people.
I think that's a man in a rabbit suit that's killing people. Yeah.
Probably.
But it said that... Hang on. This one right here. There might be proof of his possible death, but in most accounts, the victims' bodies are mutilated. And in some variations, the Bunny Man's aging ghost is said to come and haunt this bridge.
So
I'm like...
The drawing of him is actually terrifying. I do not like the way
it is awful. Oh my god. The fact that like bunny eyes with human proportions is something I never wanted to see.
Also, his fingers are just so long, and I hate it.
Yeah. The like naughty abdomen he has too, where it's like, oh, he looks like he's gonna fold over.
Yeah, he looks like he'd be a lot faster than you'd think he would be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, this thing would just come at you at 40 miles an hour.
Dude, you will not ever catch me at the Bunny Man Bridge, bro.
Yeah, the Bunny Man Bridge, where there were reported victims. Bunny Man Bridge.
Yeah, don't find me.
Yeah,
there.
no thanks.
I will not be going there.
I'm good without the Bunny Man Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was just a guy though that was killing people. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Yeah, so there's lots of people who are like they encountered him, and some people say it might have been a suit, but they keep seeing like apparitions of a humanoid bunny.
Right.
So it kind of became a cryptid there. I think it was just a dude in a fucking suit at this point.
I probably was.
So we got one more. Farah. Oh, sorry for that win. I'm also going to give that win to Farah, too. The Energizer Rabbit just didn't quite do it for me.
Really?
fair.
I liked the Energizer Rabbit.
It's a little too brand sponsorship deal that they're not paying
I would have
us.
picked the Energizer Rabbit.
Like throwing in the drum and just boom, boom, boom. That and I have Energizer batteries next to me, and I don't need that to be real.
He's coming. He's coming for you. Don't let those batteries die.
Oh, God. So, I think this last one's going to be a fun one. Farah.
Yeah.
Tell me about the cactus cat.
The cactus cat. Okay, well this one is, I'm gonna say this one's North American. Like Arizona or Nevada area.
Yeah.
Or, actually no. Let's go down to Mexico. I'm gonna say this one is a Mexican cryptid. The cactus cat. I think it is like kind of like a cougar type animal, like some type of big cat, but it's like spiny and spiky, you know, like it's full of spikes. And I think it's kind of like almost like a chupacabra where it just hunts. Like it's just it's just an animal that hunts things, you know? A big spiky cat that wants to just eat things and will attack things on sight because it's a wild animal essentially. And yeah, he's just like, it will attack livestock, it will attack people that are out in the desert. It just lives out in the desert. That's where its home is. And it just hunts out there. He'll leave like the carcasses of animals that it's hunted in its wake, and they'll be all scratched up from all the spiny cactus spikes. And yeah, I think it's just like a kind of like a chupacabra,
Okay.
but a cat.
Okay. Mexico for that one. All right. Arva.
I'm gonna do North America this time for like Nevada and all those kinds of like deserts. I think, I don't know. Why, I'll be wrong again. I'll be wrong again. Fuck. This one I'm gonna also go for like I'm gonna go for a more tame one this time. This will be a good cryptid. Good neutral. Kind of really doesn't go out of its way to harm anyone, but it is simply a tiny little green kitten that is in the shape of a kitten, but is the texture of a cactus, both just fully cactus skin and has a bunch of spikes all over it. But the one desire for this cryptid is just to find its forever home. It just wants to find someone who will pet it despite the fact that it pets back. Like you're gonna get stabbed if you pet this kitten, but it just goes around searching for someone who will take it in and love it. And it struggles a lot because the second it tries to do the kitten thing where it rubs on the leg, it will prick someone, and they will either shoo it away or just leave, and the kitten's left behind.
Aww.
So it is in its forever search for a forever home. And if you do take it home and take care of it, it will just be just like a normal kitten. A normal kitten, it's just a cactus, and it needs to be taken care of like a cactus. So honestly, kind of nice.
Sad, yeah.
It's okay. It'll get love eventually. I'll love that kitten if no one else does.
I'll do it.
I'll do
take
it.
the
I'll just have to wear like a gardening glove when I pet it. Or just take the spikes in my hand, whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm giving a kitten some pets.
So, the cactus cat. This is actually a pretty old one. First appearing in 1910 in the
Wow.
deserts of Nevada and New Mexico.
Damn it! I shouldn't have changed my answer. I was gonna
It's
go.
like the
with
first time I've been
Nevada
right about
originally.
location.
It is described as a bobcat-like animal with thorn-like fur. God, you almost got that one exactly right.
Oh.
With sharp bones protruding from its front legs and a branched tail.
Okay, I really like the design of that though.
So, cited, Nevada, New Mexico deserts. Basically, cowboys and pioneers in the 19th century said that they saw that this animal slashing open cacti, exposing the sap. The creature would drink the fermented juice. This caused the cats to enter an intoxicated state, stumbling around, although rarely attacking travelers. Attacks by these strange varmint were considered rare, but did happen from time to time, with many frontiersmen waking up to find welts on their body from the cat's barbed tail. They were considered
Damn.
non-aggressive. They had a unique hunting wail that could be heard throughout the night, but they really only ate the cactus. Now, there's two pictures of this one. So I'm going to send the one from 1910 first, which is my
So
personal.
there's multiple of them?
Yes, apparently that's like a whole species of desert cat that like
Oh.
go out and drink the cactus. This is the sighting from 1910. How they describe it.
What? Why is he so like? Why
He's
is he
so
trying
dapper.
to? He's trying to like seduce you.
Right?
Right.
He's like, ladies, I got the cactus juice.
That's the kid wanting to come home. That's what it does.
There is also this variant. Will also be on the screen up above. Now, these are the two from like the early 1900s. Of
Right.
people like, yeah, this thing's non-violent. It just kind of like brushed up against me and left barbs. So it was very close to what Arva was saying.
Wow, what the heck?
However, there was I don't know what you would call this. Like, there's a book of legends about these kind of creatures, and this is how they described it. And I like the other ones more.
That's basically what I was.
Yeah, this is close to what you were saying.
A big cat with spikes on it.
So that was. So
I like the tail on that one though.
It's the 1910s through like the early 1900s, and then the last one was from 2015.
Ah, I see.
So you kind of got like a little bit of a Tim Burton redesign.
Yeah. I love the one that's just standing on the cactus. That's my favorite.
Yeah, he's just leaning up like, hey, man, interest you in some of my juice? That has been attributed to pumas, actually.
Yeah, that's
right. I see, yeah.
But I really fucking love that. I saw that picture, was like, you're going in.
It's so funny.
And his whole description, he cuts open the cactus to drink fermented juice, get fucking drunk, and just stumble around the desert. Like, that is like the perfect description.
That sounds like people I know.
That's the dream.
Arva's getting that point because you almost got it like dead on.
Damn. I'm actually shocked. Yeah, when I heard about the bristling against your legs and like the fur spikes and just like minding its own business, being innocent or like being mostly harmless, I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, like literally.
I want one.
It just kind of drinks cactus juice and it stumbles around. Sometimes it stumbles into you and just like, it just has spiky fur that just hits you. He's not intentionally attacking you. He's just like, oops, sorry about that.
It's like those little, like, what are they called? The little bristles that when you walk around out in like a forested area.
Oh, the burrs.
Yes, burrs, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's and like design wise, pretty cool.
I like it. I really like the tail on the more recent one, like the fact that it's like one of those bald cactus.
Oh yeah, it's like its tongue is a little weird that it is also a cactus.
Yeah, that
I mean,
couldn't
cats'
imagine being
tongues
so
are
great.
kind of like cactuses already.
Not like that. That's like
Yeah,
that's like a spiny pickle emerging from a fucking cat mouth.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That would
tail
not be
wise,
comfortable.
that's like a Pokemon at that point.
Yeah, I like it. I like both the designs, to be fair, because the swagger of the top one is unmatched.
Oh god, yeah, the one that's leaning against the cactus, no one will ever have his game.
Right.
Can't be done. But with that,
what's the final tally, boss?
today's winner is Arva with 2 points and Farah with 4 points.
Oh, you did the fake out. I thought it was Arva.
Oh.
What?
I was like, wait, how did this work? It's just like mini golf.
Yeah, Arva wins. He.
Man. To be fair, though, Farrah definitely did have better concepts for a lot of them.
I wanted
What can
to
I
throw the
say?
funny names at you, but I wanted to throw like one kind of mysterious one to be a blank slate, just to see what you would pull up with like nothing to go off of. Because, you know, Muddy Monster, Cactus Cat,
Very self-explanatory. the melon monster, you
Melon
know.
Head, the Snallygaster, because that was, you
Yeah.
can already kind of figure that one. Not really dragon or bird, but you can go off of that.
Yeah.
The Tokoshi one, that was the only one I was like, I want to give him a blank slate. Bunny Man, I'm pretty sure it was just a fucking murderer going around.
You're literally just a murderer, dude.
Like, I was reading it, I'm like, is no one like investigating this?
Right, like this
I
is giving
mean,
those
I
like
think it's a
clowns
little
that came
late
around.
now. I think it's a little
Maybe a
too
little
late.
bit.
But like, what the fuck? 1970? Yeah, you know, he just came sprinting through the bridge. You know, looked like a big old rabbit with a hatchet. He got old Ned over there, but we got away. Must be a ghost. Like, what the fuck?
Right. We'll chalk this one up to a cryptid.
Right? Like,
Sure.
I was watching that whole.
Sure about that.
I was reading that whole fucking. Like, I had to go to the article and read. Like, yo, this is just a murderer. This is like a serial killer. This is just not a cryptid.
This is just, yeah. This is someone being crazy.
And like, no, we still see him at like every year on the date of his death. And I'm like, he fucking died? The Bunny Man is dead? No, we still see him.
Yeah, now he's a ghost.
That was the ghost Bunny Man. Like,
I think if he's still there, like, I think he's still alive, bro. I think he's still just hanging out.
I think it's just
Right.
a murderer that murders there because they know they can now.
yeah, like, oh no, the ghost got him. Ooh.
Right, like there's a cover up now.
Like, what the fuck? That's just the weirdest one that, like, sure, we'll throw that one in there. But Farah, congratulations on being the winner this week. What is your victory speech?
I have to think of something for next week's episode now.
That's right. You're contractually obligated to do work.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Eh.
Shit. I shouldn't have.
So in a way,
tried
this is
hard.
mini golf. I still win.
Yes.
Arva gets just kind of hang back and be like, yeah, no work.
Like, what are you throwing at us next
I'm
week?
rigging it so that Arva wins next week, so that he has to do work.
Wait a minute. Actually, you know what? Yeah, because I did work on this one.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's his turn.
It is. Listen, I tried. Fuck, I tried, but I got the location wrong like every single time.
I got it wrong every single time. I got it right, and then I changed my answer, so.
I was gonna say, you got it right like twice and then flipped over somewhere
And
else.
switched. Yeah.
I wanted to be more exotic. I didn't want to just pick North America all the time. You were
Right.
you were like, these are not North America centric, and then they almost all were.
Well, that was the problem, was because the ones with the names like those, with the exception of Snallygaster, that one should have been Scottish or Irish or something. Like,
I know.
like the names were, it was like the Tokoyoshi. Like, there's no way you could have gotten that one. Or it was a Bunyip, and everyone knows the Bunyip.
Yeah. That's fair.
So I was trying to find the ones with like the most. What is this name? Melon heads. The fucking cactus cat.
I love the cactus cat. I'm a cactus cat stan now.
I'm gonna post a picture of cactus cat with absolutely no context on Twitter once we finish. Happens. Arva, you have a loser speak.
I might have lost, but I'm really proud of how accurate my cactus cat description was, mostly because I want a cactus cat now. I just want one. It's like one of those things that you can't really obtain it because it would hurt to pet, but that means I want it more. I want to pet it more because it's going to hurt me when I pet it.
You're like a girl that's attracted to the bad boy. You just like crave the toxic experience.
Yeah, I just want red flag animals. Give me a kitten that I can't pet.
Yo, dip that thing in ink, you get like a free tattoo every petting.
Oh,
that's true. Stick
see.
and poke, hell yeah.
Stick and poke. Yeah,
I
I
think you
came
could
up with some cool
monetize
designs.
that.
Stick
Yeah,
and poke.
follow my cactus cat. You'll get a cool tattoo. Completely random.
Yep. We're not sure what it'll be, but it'll be a thing.
No
It'll be a thing.
Definitely a thing.
You're paying for the experience more than the tattoo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, that's going to be it for us. It's late. I'm hungry. Thank you so much for
I'm also
joining.
hungry.
Thank you so much for joining us this week. And, man, going over these descriptions of cryptids. Leave a comment below if you think the fucking bunny man is actually just like a murderer hanging around the goddamn woods around a bunny man bridge. Because I'm like 99% certain that's what that is.
Yeah, I'm feeling that one's a real person just doing
Yeah.
crimes.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking about ghost put hunts last episode, and I think never go there. Don't ever go on a ghost hunt or bunny hunt bridge.
Yeah, bunny man bridge. Don't go there. Just you go around the long way. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
That was Cryptids Part 2. For Cryptids Part 3, I'm got to think of an entirely new format to mess with.
Fuck yeah.
Gotta innovate. And that'll be in like another 15 episodes because you gotta space them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yep. So, we will see y'all next time. Thank you again for joining us. Sponsor us, MeUndies. Bye.
Oh,
Bye. Wait, you
bye.
didn't say hey. Hey,
Oh,
you didn't
wait,
say
you're
where to
right.
find us.
I mean, AFK, I
can't
need
break
you to
the
go
mold.
back. AFK, I need you to go back and I need you to edit this back before I said that so Farrah looks crazy.
No!
You can find
Stop!
you can find my co-host Arva at Arva on Twitch, Arva_69 on Twitter. Arva, I never remember. Do you have a TikTok or a YouTube?
I do. They're both Arva_69 too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Arva_69 on YouTube, TikTok. And then Farrah, we have Farrah the Bat on Twitch, Farrah Silvertail on Twitter, and Farrah the Bat on YouTube. Farrah, do you have a TikTok?
Nah.
Okay, no TikTok. No TikToking from the bat.
No, sorry.
And I am
Valid.
Westy HCC on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, literally everywhere. Again, thank you so much for joining. AFK, make sure this is edited in so Farrah looks like she's crazy for saying
No,
wait.
AFK, he is a bad man. I don't want you to listen to him.
No.
AFK, we're homies.
AFK, you gotta remember all we've been through. Like, hey,
AFK, help.
wait a minute.
Help.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting. I don't like it.
Help.
You know what? AFK, throw in a bunch of random effects now. Just. Like, throw up some more streamers.
Why are you making her do more work?
I want to see how far I can push it. Throw up some streamers. Throw up some more like images of random cryptids. If you just throw up a picture of
I think you
yourself.
should cut all of this out and just not even have to do any of that work.
We both know you're not gonna do that. I'm gonna need you to put like a dunce hat over on Farrah.
No. That's your hat. They made it for you.
Right.
That's yours. You have
Ah,
lice. I don't want it.
all right. Put a hat on Farrah's head that says she'll never be Daddy's Discord kitten.
That's a lot of words to fit on a small hat.
I believe in AFK, and then give Arva a piece of cake.
Ah,
Arva deserves
thanks.
some cake.
I won. I should get cake.
Let him eat cake.
What you got was work and responsibility for winning.
This sucks. I hate being an adult.
Welcome to being a grown-up. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.